Hey guys, this is Sonali, the melodramatic bookworm. Welcome back to my channel. The book that I'm going to review today is called The Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Pie Society, and it's been written by Mary Ann Shaffer and Annie Barrows. I first come across this book in an awesome Facebook reading group, the members of which kept recommending this over and over and over again, like as though they were not recommending it to me but to the universe at large. At the time, I thought the title was intriguing and funny because who combines literary and potato in the same sentence? And moreover, I am a huge fan of both the words, so of course I had to pick it up. But now that I've read it, I can't get over it. I just can't get this book out of my head. Oh my god, what a phenomenal book this is. It's so beautifully written that every page made my chest clench as I read through it. And before something of that sort happens now and I don't get to tell you about what I think of the book further, let's get on with the review. The Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Pie Society is an epistolary novel and it's written in the form of letters. It's set in 1945-46 and it's the story of Juliet Ashton, a writer who wrote humorous articles during the war but who is now looking for a new topic for a book. And during this time, she receives a letter from a man in Guernsey called Dorsey Adams who says he has a copy of her Charles Lamb book. From here starts a correspondence that slowly turns into so much more. It's not only with Dorsey that this correspondence starts, it's with the Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Pie Society as a whole. And because of this, a lifetime supply of friendship and love comes Juliet Ashton's way. The society gives Juliet an insight into how life was during the war, the German occupation to be precise, and how they are as individuals and as a society, their happinesses, their sorrows, their problems, and most of all their undying spirit. What I didn't like about the book? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. There's nothing about this book that I don't like. Everything is so beautifully written that it's difficult to nitpick and find something to dislike, leave alone hate. So yeah. What I loved about this book? Oh god, where do I start? First off, let me just say that this is a phenomenal book and the best I've read in a long time. And I'm kicking myself for not having read this book earlier even though I've had it for a long time now. Here are the reasons why I loved the Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Pie Society. Number 1. Juliet writes back to Dorsey about why she had to give up her second Charles Lamb copy, saying, I had 2 copies and a dire need of shelf room, but I felt like a traitor selling it. That is so me. There are many instances in the story where I felt like I was reading about myself. It sang to me, this story. And I don't think I'm going to ever find a book that I love as much as I love this one. The second reason is sort of pig-headed, but that's what I think. There are so many people who got the same thought, and when it's on such a large scale, I don't think it can be called pig-headed. Reading the story, reading about the characters and the descriptions, the beautiful descriptions that the authors have put into the book, I felt like I had to give up my present, go to Guernsey and meet these characters, even though I know they are not real, they are fictional. The third reason is that I'm a huge fan of the British accent. So when by default I began reading the book in a British accent, I went, wow. It was more of a Benedict Cumberbatch / Keira Knightley sort of accent, but that was only in my head. I tried it out and I seemed like an idiot. The next reason is that it told me things about myself that I probably wouldn't accept that easily. Like, I realized how territorial about books I am. when I saw Juliet Ashton do it. And I realized that, wait, am I the real life version of Juliet Ashton? And to compare myself to such a strong woman, it gave me so much happiness. Even right now, even days after reading this book, I feel so happy from the inside. The Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Pie Society made me want to read it faster and slower. Faster because I wanted to know what would happen, and slower because I didn't want it to end. The thought of it ending sort of gave me physical pain that I wasn't ready to handle just yet. The next reason is that the Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Pie Society is a depiction of my pride as a bookworm and a bibliophile. My chest swelled and I almost burst into tears when I acknowledged the warmth that flooded through my body as I read the book. It is that good. Guernsey alternates between portraying grim realities and humorous accounts without making it look like either are misplaced. And this should be an ode to the writing of both the authors. For Mary Ann Shaffer for conceptualizing writing more than half of it and for setting the tone of the book. And for Annie Barrows for taking the book forward and finishing it without losing what Mary Ann Shaffer had actually conceptualized. At some points I couldn't handle how beautiful this book is. Even reading about the war, it broke my heart, but the writing was so poignant that I couldn't help but want to hug the characters in question. If it affected me that much, I just cannot imagine how much it must have affected those who had actually gone through those ordeals at that point in time. The Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Pie Society is an absolute masterpiece. I'm glad I picked this book, and I know that sometime in the future I'm going to go back and read it, which is a rarity on my behalf. But that explains how much of an impact Guernsey has had on me. It's going to stay with me for a long time to come. I gave the Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Pie Society a full 5 out of 5 stars. Have you read this book? If you have, what did you think of it? If you haven't, would you go ahead and buy this book based on my review? Please let me know in the comments. And if you'd like to leave any feedback about this video, or if you'd like me to do any particular video based on a topic that you have in mind, also drop by and say hi in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. If you like what you see, please like and share this video to spread the word. And if you'd like to see more content from me, believe me, I have a lot of content coming up, exciting content that I'd love for you to see. Please click on the subscribe button and click on the bell icon beside the subscribe button to receive updates as and when I upload new videos. Thanks for watching. Until next time, keep reading, keep watching, and add melodrama to your life.